Should mind my step. Soldier. No time to rest. Another step forward.
Some rest is better than none.
Embrace it. The mistress of disease loves us all.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
We have.
With haste.
Everyone feel tight. It's happening already.
Watch how you go. There's a trap. No one back home will ever believe this. Looking ahead,
Present me well from gifts thine own, or I shall rend thy flesh from bone. A grasping hand, an offering vile. Enter now the dread Lord's trial.
You gaze upon murder's progeny, child.
His most ill-trusted zealots.
His faithful departed.
Prodigal servants, each returned to do his bidding eternally.
This man is known to all Baldurians, and his presence sparks dread in the pit of your stomach. Before you is Saravok Arnchev, a Baalist who almost brought Baldur's Gate to ruin a century ago. Davella was right. Not just an imitator, but Saravok himself.
This is the court of the dread Lord's tribunal. I am its custodian. Here come those who seek to transcend, aspirants of his most profane order, the would-be unholy assassins of Baal. A long while ago, my wretched sibling brought me back. The fairest of Baal spawn soul-bound me to this husk. Worship death though I do, I refused it. I roamed the coast, gathering those who still held Baal in their black hearts. The cult survived, festering beneath the city, with me as the gate's everlasting poison. But no more, for poison is too slow a death. Now is the time for slaughter. With these killings, the glory of the Baalists has risen beyond what we dreamed possible during those dark days. But the worship of my lord is led by another now. My granddaughter, Arin. The youngest unholy assassin ever to follow in Baal's bloody trail. And his chosen. She worships at the heart of Baal's domain, the temple of our Lord. Baal has never had a more gifted prodigy. Arin's gifts surpassed even her mother's. Her mother knew this, and she could not bear it. When Arin was but 7 years old, she tried to smother the child as an offering to our Lord. I heard the screams. I ran to help, but feared for the child's life. But the cries were not Arin's. It was her mother's blood that soaked the sheets. Arin had cut off the very hand that tried to end her, and made a plaything of it. And as she toyed with her dead mother's hand, a deep quiver rose up through her throat. The Lord of Murder speaking through the child. Lay not a finger on this child, he said, nor let any other, for this child will serve me with unholy ardor. Protect her in my name. I knew of my daughter's ambitions, but not the lengths to which she'd go. She hungered for Baal's favor more than anyone I'd ever known. But her daughter, Arin, hungered even more. My lord made his choice. I abided by his words. But Arin is not the subject of our judgment here today. You wish to become an unholy assassin of Baal. So, approach and be judged. There is no better mirror in which to see the true nature of a killer than her victim. You took their hands from them. Now, I will clutch one of their souls from the abyss, that they may show Baal who you are. This is where you reveal yourself.
You have been judged.
You have been found wanting.
Unworthy.
You will make a most beautiful offering to the Lord of Murder.
This should work.
Wits and blades, always sharp.
What a charmer.
I've got a long road ahead. Moving ahead.
You gaze upon
His
faithful departed.
Prodigal.
This man before Davella was
this is here. A lot, but the youngest unholy assassin ever to follow in Baal's blood. She worshiped Arin's. I heard the scream. It was her. Lay not a finger on this child. I knew she, but Arin, you wish to become.
You have...
You on.
You will make a
Need to stay focused. Got to press on.
No surrender.
Can't even catch my breath.
Keep your distance, darling. Quick stand.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it. going.
What am I to do?
Step lightly.
Let's move. Can't slow down.
Don't burn yourself.
My faith protects me.
Let's see what this does.
Trust no one.
All's well that ends not as bad as it could have. Wonder if the gods are watching me.
What a day.
Wanna dance? Got it.
You
His
Prodigal.
This man before you develop.
here. But the worst, the youngest, it was. Lay not a finger on this child. But you wish
you on.
you will make him.
across.
Fighting. love to, thanks.
How delicious.
Da, da, da. Never a dull moment. Very well.
Keep your distance, darling.
At least things have stayed interesting.
What now?
A long way to go still.
All right, what now? Breathe deep and move.
Well, hello. Oh, for a skeleton key.
What to do? Best be on my way.
Oi! Citizen! Get me out of here!
Watch your bag.
Get here and free me at once!
Let's crack it open.
Is that blood?
Thanks for freeing me so quickly. No idea what those Barlist Burks had planned with me, but those chains were starting to chafe. Though I do wish you'd figured this all out before I, put the blame for Father Lorgan's murder on that poor refugee. Well, at least it's over now. Oh, well. I'd call you rude, but I have the misfortune of owing you my life. You gave these reprobates a proper seeing to. You clearly have what I don't. Courage, insight, heroism. The city needs you. I overheard these pigs talking. There's a Baal temple deep within the old Undercity that the cult is using. A century ago, it was destroyed by a group of heroic sorts. Let's hope history repeats itself, eh? This place is foul as piss. I'm out of here.
Subtle steps.
Still breathing, despite everything. Swift as my feet can carry me.
Oh, I could go for a good meal.
Have to keep going. No time to rest.
What's cooking?
Still alive, so that's progress.
Don't be shy.
What's next?
What's the story?
No one stopped me yet. Can't give up now.
Hey, good looking.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times. Don't waste a step.
Never goes off.
Hello. Nice day for a walk.
Then consider it yours.
The absolute mark.
The Gazette today, mate. Yeah, this edition is better than ever.
The one with that dink on his chest.
I want to have a word.
What can I do for you? Of course. Wouldn't be alive to hold him if it weren't for you.
careful, I bite. Someone there?
Hey ho.
Let's move. Another letter from Orin at the ready. I need a quick word.
It is splendid to see you again, my friend. If you hadn't saved me from that mob, I'd be penning a guide to the afterlife based on first-hand experience. Perhaps you would hazard a guess as to why the mob turned on me? Nonsense! It is my dedication to truth that endangers my well-being, and I have uncovered the most startling truth imaginable. The Lord of Murder has returned. As he did 100 years ago, Baal has set his accursed sights on Baldur's Gate, and his temple runs red with the blood of the innocent. Orin is his chosen. And like Saravok before her, she is able to take on the savage form of the Slayer. If the Slayer is not stopped, it will slaughter every living thing in this city. As one of those things, I'm particularly eager to stop it. And there is a way. I have a study of the beast, penned by the wizard Irenicus himself. It contains all the knowledge needed to slay the Slayer. Now, I just need a brave adventurer, willing to face Baal's chosen, and to put the knowledge into practice. Wonderful! I can scarcely think of anyone more suitable. It will serve you well. A study of the Slayer penned by John Irenicus. It's one of a kind, so do try to keep it away from the inevitable bloodbath, hmm? A genius, exiled from his home in the elven paradise of Soldanessala, when he attempted to seize the power of life itself, he instead turned his magnificent mind to murder on a grand scale. That is how he came to crave the power of the Baal spawn. He saw them not as living things, but as tools for his own machinations. In the end, though Irenicus took the form of the Slayer for himself, it was a Baal spawn who thwarted him, the same that saved Baldur's Gate. The Dream Eater. It is said that children of Baal are claimed throughout their sleep, ever disturbed by visions of a life of bloodshed and terror. Once they have seen too much, once these dreams drive their minds to break, they are beset by the Slayer. It is a beast of unspeakable violence that consumes all in its path, including the soul of the one who is host to it. Quite so. I was rather hoping you'd gathered all the rest of the adventuring paraphernalia yourself. You'll need every advantage. I am a living witness to Baal's defeat those 100 years ago. So I know your battle against him is not futile. He can be stopped, but not all of those who stood against him survived. And those who did were never the same again. I wish you luck, my friend. And I hope that when I see you again, you'll be in one piece. 2 or 3 at most.
What's on your mind?
Watching gods. But I never thought I would be happy to see the city again. Much less to smell it. The Harper safe house I spoke of is on the bridge at Worm's Crossing. Danthelon's dancing axe. Information. The Chosen have a head start on us. I'd like to know what they've done with it. Nothing so grand. He was just another broken little ball spawn, who tried to clamber to glory over the corpses of others. There was a time when he might have made more of himself. He was certainly given the chance after we threw him down, but he slunk back into his father's shadow instead. There is nothing more to say of him. Ask it.
What can I do for you, my friend?
Almost pleasant traveling with company. If you ignore all the less pleasant aspects.